RingIQ TV, proudly sponsored by Eubank London. I'm delighted to be joined by Tony Sims, the trainer of Conor Benn. How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
You kept out of the press conference. I don't think you're about that. It seemed like the Chris Eubank show today. What did you make of the press conference?
Yeah, it was kind of the second. It was like the first time, really. Last time. Press conference, and like the second press conference here, it's just the same thing really. And Chris likes to do the talking, and that's it really. But listen, I'll talk about the last fight. You know, it's a tremendous fight for the fans to watch. But I believe that Conor Benn's got a lot more in his locker than he showed that night. I believe that he will make the adjustments in training, and he'll make adjustments on the night for the next fight, and I believe that he's got the beating of Chris Eubank.
How much did Conor Benn do in the first fight that you wanted him to do? Did he do much of? Did he follow the game plan at all, or not really?
Well, it's like Nigel said. We had a game plan going in, and he didn't follow the game plan. He'd tell you himself. He hurt Chris in the third round, and he felt like he was a moment or a punch away from finishing the fight. And I think that's all that become in his head. And I think the technical boxing, and that I know that he can do, that I know he's in his locker. I believe that that went out the window, and I think he was just going for a knockout the whole fight. And but I think it's like I said in the press conference, there's a lot of firsts that. That ticked off in his boxes. It was obviously his first fight at middleweight, first big stadium fight, first fight in nearly a year and a half. When activity is key for athletes, and obviously his first loss. So he's ticked them boxes off now. I think we'll see a more calmer Conor Benn in the next fight. And if you look at the dads, like we're always talking about the dads fights, the dad's first fight was just like that, and Nigel made the adjustments in the second fight to basically beat Chris in the second fight, even though it was called a draw, but he beat him the second fight, and he made them adjustments, and Conor's got to do the same.
Do you think Conor fought with emotions? Do you think the emotions got the better of him in the first fight? Obviously there is friction between the two leading up to the fight as well. There was a lot of things going on. You think the emotions got the better of him? Yeah,
he'd tell you that himself. It is a massive fight, and like both boys, they've got a lot of pride on their family name, and I think they showed that. Both of them showed that on the night, that even one of them didn't want to lose. Looking at the last round, they just give everything, and they'll be the same this one. There's a lot of pride going into the second fight again with a family name, and it's going to be a tremendous fight. But I believe that Conor will have his number this time.
I won't keep you too long. You did say 3 minutes, but I'm going to take the 60 seconds break as well in between rounds. Just a few more questions. Bomac basically has been bought in for Chris Eubank Jr. Did you make anything of that, or don't you really care?
Not really. He's obviously a great trainer. He's got a great fighter, but the trainer's only as good as his fighters. Whoever he's going to bring in is not going to really make that much of a difference at 35 years of age to Chris Eubank. And I don't think Chris Eubank's going to be any different from the first fight, but I believe Conor Benn will be.
Bomac did say obviously the blueprint is there and it will just be an easier second fight. Are you going to pretty much shape up Conor Benn to be a different fighter, have a totally different game plan?
Not a different fighter, just the fighter that I know that he is, and obviously I've trained him since he was 19, and I don't think he showed anything, any like 20% of what he even is, and that's a mental thing. That's down to, like we were saying, emotionally involved in the fight. And I think the next time we see him, I think we'll see what Conor Benn's all about, and I think you'll see a much better Conor Benn in the next fight.
And last but not least, how did Conor take the first defeat of his career? How did the team take it straight after the fight?
Yeah, like, listen, it's tough because I truly believed that he would beat Chris in that first fight, and it's tough to take that loss. But I believe that he's learned from that, and he's more experienced in himself, and he knows what to expect next time. And I believe that we'll see Conor Ben come out victorious.